All right, girls, before we get started, we just wanted to take the time to acknowledge the horrible events taking place across the globe right now. We wanted to say something before we started the episode, just because we are a sports podcast and we're for the girls, and we're going to continue to keep it lighthearted. We know you're not coming here for this kind of content, but not acknowledging it didn't feel right either. So we just wanted to assure that as individuals, we are outside of this podcast, reading, having the tough conversations, praying, staying in tune with what's going on. But we're not going to go any further into that. This is kind of the first thing that's happened on a global scale while we've had this podcast, and it's our character to acknowledge it. But we're here for the sports and for the girls, and that's what we're going to keep it as. So we're praying for justice for everything, and
for peace.
And for peace.
Whenever that day may come.
Absolutely. So if you're feeling affected, I think we're all affected, but some more than others. We're praying for you, and that's it.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Welcome back.
Welcome to
Illyria. Welcome.
I thought you've never seen that movie.
I just have heard you guys say it. I think it's fun.
Fraud! Vick's a fraud.
I also just have, that's how my brain works, like just pattern. Have you seen Space Jam yet?
No.
Okay.
But I didn't try to quote it and sing a song for it.
Everybody get up.
That's a song that was on the radio. Welcome to Illyria, not on the radio.
Space Jam.
Yeah.
It was on Space
Everybody
Jam.
get up, it's time to slam now.
You got a real thing.
I feel like I did a
going
hip-hop
now.
dance to
Welcome
it.
To this, but yeah, I'm sure it was a cultural reset. Anyway, welcome back to Name 3 Players. We're your hosts, Victoria.
And I'm Raegan.
And this is Sports for the Girls. So if you're a girl and you like sports, we're for you. If you're not a girl and you don't like sports,
we're still for you somehow.
we're still for you. Basically, if you know everything there is to know and you are up to date, we're for you. Mm-hmm. You can get all the hard-hitting facts here. Also, if you don't know shit about shit, we're also for you as well.
As my best friend Jess once said, if you don't know shit about fuck, we've got you.
We've got you. The Name 3 Players girls got you covered.
Woohoo.
If you have a hot date this weekend, new Hinge boy is taking you out, and you
need some tidbits.
You need to talk some fantasy football. You need to talk some MLB wild card. You need to talk some MLS playoffs soccer.
Some NHL.
Some NHL.
That's back.
It's back. Opening night. We got you. All in this episode. Episode 23, bitch.
And also Godspeed if you have to go on a Hinge date.
Yeah.
Brutal.
What's the new one everyone's downloading? We got a targeted ad for it. You don't know.
There's a new dating app?
Yeah, it has the word, it's like a food. It has something. Bagel?
Huh?
I think it.
Chloe?
Coffee Meets Bagel dating app.
Thank you.
They're here to help the people who are ready for something serious and tired of wasting time on the people who aren't.
Oh my god. My algorithm, relax.
Dating apps are frauds. The algorithm of a dating app sucks so bad, so you don't meet anybody and you keep using it.
You saw this on TikTok, didn't you?
I did, yeah. And I literally sent it to Chloe, and I was like, we've been taken advantage of.
We've been bamboozled. Which is funny, because it's like, what's the one that's like, designed to delete?
Hinge. Which,
what's the
bar
one
none, worst one of all.
What's the one that's like, this is for girls?
Bumble.
You have to message first. The girl does. Which, fuck that.
So wait, then which one's Tinder?
Tinder's just fucking the wild, wild west out there.
And that was the OG. I had Tinder back in the day.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the swipe left, swipe right.
They all essentially are, but that's what started it, yeah.
Tinder was the OG.
Correct. You must not be swiping left or right on Raya, huh?
You still do swipe right or left. It's just a little bit more of like a push.
It's just an elevated
swipe.
Rather than us lay people.
Back to the bulleted notes.
Yeah. Anyway.
All right. How was your weekend?
It was good. What did I do this weekend? I didn't really do anything.
Weren't we together?
Yeah, but we didn't do... Like, Friday night, I didn't do shit. And then Saturday, we had a girls' night here, which was fun.
Oh, that was fun.
And we watched Center Stage, but Vick got up halfway through and left.
I had to pack. I was asleep by the time you guys left. I heard you. You were loud. I got up from the couch and you were like, do I have to leave? I'm like, when have you ever left?
Well, if Lindsay got up to go to bed, I was going to be like, well, I guess, okay, I'll see myself out.
You've slept here so many times.
I wasn't going to
Well, I
sleep here. I
would've
just
just
wanted to
been
finish
left
the
alone.
movie.
Yeah, like, were you just going to leave, Chloe?
Well, I don't know. You know how the domino effect happens? One person gets up and then everyone's like, yeah, it is about that time. I was like, no, this is my favorite movie. I can't leave in the middle of it.
No one got up besides me.
I know. I'm just saying.
I just thought it was so funny. It felt like it was like your first time here and you were like uncomfy. You were like, I was like, hey, I have to get up and do a little bit of laundry and pack. And you were like, do I have to go? I'm like, yes, please dismiss yourself.
See yourself out.
Pack your stuff.
Well,
Don't let the door hit you.
I am on Center Stage TikTok now.
There's Center Stage TikTok, a movie from the 90s?
Well, it's kind of resurfacing because this song by Mandy Moore is now a TikTok sound and everyone's doing this iconic
What's the
scene.
song?
But you wouldn't know it because you didn't watch the movie.
What's the song?
I'm missing you like candy.
Oh, Candy by Mandy Moore. Okay.
Anyway, so my weekend was good because we had the girls' night here, and then I went out to my parents on Sunday to watch football all day.
You had yourself a little sporty weekend.
I
Soccer,
did.
football.
We did watch soccer on Saturday. I forgot we did that. Yeah, I did.
You're
We
like
did that too.
ballet.
Dance is a sport. You're
It
right.
is. So you had soccer, ballet, and football all in the same weekend.
What a treat.
Yeah.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was not as relaxed, but good. So Friday, I had a wedding. Fun. As we said, we love weddings. It is prime wedding season, and it was great. And then I went from the wedding to a concert with the girls, sans Raegan, which was sad. We missed you.
I miss you guys too.
She's like,
My couch felt real nice.
yeah.
She probably had a great time on the couch.
Yeah, I was hungover on Saturday. I did make it to an early morning workout, though, which those should definitely count as double. Do you ever think about that?
No,
Oh.
because I never make it. So
Every single time I do like a hungover workout or a workout on a Saturday or Sunday, I'm like, this should count as double. Like it should be like a video game where you get to do like in The Sims, you did the code Rosebud for extra.
Rosebud $, Rosebud $.
Yeah, like when I go do a freaking hit workout on a Saturday morning hungover, Rosebud.
Your sim person typed in Rosebud.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So anyway, so I did that, and then we watched soccer, which was fun. And the girls came over and I made pasta.
Mm-hmm.
And then Sunday I flew to Florida, and that was great. And that I just got back today.
What'd you do in Florida?
I played some golf, and I played some pickleball, and I celebrated a birthday.
Fun.
Shout out Allison. Happy birthday.
Happy 30th.
Everyone's getting married and everyone's turning 30.
Stunning.
So fun.
Chic.
It's a great time to be alive.
So chic.
I golfed my first 18 at PGA National, and it was a freaking time.
What a course to have your first 18.
I know, it was so fun.
I was spoiled.
I was drinking champagne out of a straw, and it's honestly where I should be.
That sounds incredible.
It was great, and then I just landed an hour ago, and now I'm here. So,
Well, happy to have you.
yeah, I'm happy to be here. All right, what about your wins and losses?
My win is my mother. I'm just like so proud of her, so I'm going to share it. Shameless plug. She did not ask me to do this, but she's starting her own permanent jewelry business.
I love it.
And when I was over there on Sunday, she like gave me a ring. She got her machine. She gave my dad a bracelet.
Oh my God,
Oh,
cute.
So she already has parties booked. Like she's just like rocking and rolling,
Cute.
and I'm so excited for
I want
her.
her to give me one.
She
I
would
got one over the
happily.
weekend, actually.
Yeah, she would happily give you one. So that was my win. Just excited for her because she's like all excited about it.
Oh, that's so adorable.
And then my loss was a very humbling experience about 2 hours ago.
Oh my God, yeah, you have to tell that story.
So I'm going downtown Kansas City is a nightmare of parking. Like it sucks. It always has sucked. It always will suck. There's just nowhere to park. So, and there's an event tonight. So every street I ever could have wanted was blocked off.
Every street I could have wanted.
So I had to park far away in a parking garage, walk to Chipotle to get the girls' dinner. And while I park, I'm leaving the garage. A man cat calls me naturally.
Classic.
He was like, "Hey, baby." And he was on FaceTime and turned the camera on me and said, "Look at this." This being me. So already I'm pissed.
You're holding a bag full of Chipotle for 3 people.
No, I hadn't even gotten the food
Oh.
yet. And I turn around to give him a look, and I'm about to say shit, and I turn back around, and what smacks me in the head? The parking garage thing.
I would pay for that security footage.
Like, and there was a car full of people right in front of me, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I had truly no idea what was
Thank
hitting
God
me.
you didn't have the Chipotle. You would have dropped it. It would have been
I
so
would
much
have.
worse.
It would have been... Hey, I'm fine, though.
I'm saying embarrassing wise.
Oh, uh-huh.
I mean, our food would have
I am going to have a bruise on my head. I walked in, and there were 2 little red marks on my head when I got here. But nevertheless, she persisted.
She got that Chipotle, and she showed up.
Yeah.
For the girls.
And the man that catcalled me watched it all happen, too.
Ugh.
So that's my loss. I've been concussed. But if it weren't for him, it wouldn't have happened.
Concussed and catcalled. That's
Yeah.
My win and loss. Win is that no flight delays.
Stunning.
You know how many times I've flown in right before the pod and made it in time?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Great job.
not one delay today.
Beautiful.
That's
Did you have a layover?
No, it was a nonstop.
Stunning.
But that was the first time that I haven't had a airline delay or cancellation in an eternity.
What airline did you fly?
Southwest. Shout out. So that was a win, honestly. Great travel day. Loss, just like a really like a moment of insensitivity where I'm like, oh my God, check yourself before you wreck yourself.
Which we love that.
As I say it on a public podcast. Anyway, whatever. So Chloe picked me up from the airport, and I was supposed to get in at like 6:40 or whatever. I text her. I'm like, I'm stuck on the tarmac. I had my noise canceling headphones on, zoned out, just working on my laptop. So we land, and I'm like, shuts laptop, takes off headphones, and I'm just like packing my stuff up, and I'm like, why aren't we at the gate? And so I'm like looking around. Everyone's just kind of like looking at each other. A lot of people are looking outside the window. And I'm like, I was in an aisle seat. So I'm like, what's going on out there? And then I text Chloe. I'm like, we're on the tarmac. We're not moving. Like, might be a little bit. So Chloe's like, what's the holdup? I'm like, I don't know. How annoying. So I was texting somebody, and I was supposed to call them I was going to call them when I got off the plane. And I was like, oh my God, this is so freaking annoying. There's a baby screaming. There was a baby like screaming in my ear. And I was like, and I've been stuck on the tarmac for like 20 minutes. Chloe's here to pick me up. Like, ugh, my life is so annoying. So then I'm sitting there, and I'm like, there's no announcement. Everyone's still just like looking around. 20 minutes goes by and no fucking movement. I'm like, what is going on? And I'm looking out the window, and I see 2 open like gates. So I'm like, we're not waiting for a gate. What's going on? All of a sudden, the guy comes over the intercom, and he's like, okay, so if you want to pay your specs, then stay seated. Everyone else can like move about the cabin like when the doors open. And I'm like, what the fuck did I miss? Like, respects to the pilot? I was like, what, is this his last day? That's where my head's at. So I'm like, is this his last Southwest flight? Like, I don't give a shit. So I'm like, I'm grabbing my overhead bin bag. And then I'm like, why is there a fire truck outside?
I know what's going to come out of your mouth. Oh my God.
It's not funny. It's so sad. It's so sad. And like,
I know.
I'm paying all, like, I waited. I paid all my respects. Like, this, it gets better. I'm like putting 2 and 2 together actively. I'm texting Chloe. I'm like, there's a fire truck outside. And then I'm like, oh my God, pay your respects, fire truck, waiting for, and then the music started playing. And I was like, oh no, we're actively paying respects to somebody. And then they were like, okay, we're going to let the family go.
A casket flew home.
A casket was underneath, and the family comes up behind me and is like walking. And I'm like, literally in my head praying. I'm like, did I audibly like heavily breathe like that I was frustrated and they heard me? And I hope they saw these giant Sony headphones on that I had no fucking clue what was happening. This is the opposite of a Sony commercial. We get off and like we deplane like manually, old fashioned, and it's like beautiful. There's like fire truck. They're doing like a spray thing. The family's there, whatever.
That's so cool.
It ended. It was beautiful, and it was a little beautiful tribute, but just a little check yourself moment. Like, I'm like, you can wait 20 minutes to get off the plane. Maybe put some shit into perspective, Victoria.
And that's on self-awareness.
Yeah, so that was a loss, but also it turned into a win because I checked myself.
I just want to know, like, I knew instantly what you were gonna say when you were like, pay your respects, and
It didn't compute to me. And listen, I'm an educated woman, smart, I would say. It took so long. It took actively
for you to realize, not the recognition.
100%.
Okay.
It took
Just
me
clarifying.
in paragraph form typing it out to Chloe and then being like,
Context clues.
I was like, pay respects, fire truck, plane, family, silence. I'm just saying it was a loss for me, but it was also a win because I checked myself before I wrecked myself, which maybe arguably I'm wrecking myself right now telling the story. But I think perspective shift.
Yeah.
It was needed. Anyway, let's get it started.
Let's do it.
We started off every episode with our little recap segment where we literally recap. We go back to the episode prior, any of our main 3 stories, if they've progressed, if there's new information that we feel like the girls need to know, we add it here. And then we have added a little bit of a tidbit, you can't see it, but Raegan's shimmying. A little NFL fun where Raegan and I place a little friendly wager, a little bet. And we do our predictions for the notable games for the NFL.
Yeah, and like, not to be presumptuous, but...
No, you killed me.
I whooped your ass.
You absolutely slayed me.
Woohoo! So we'll get there, but to recap what we talked about for the MLB wildcard round last week.
Baseball is baseballing still.
Yeah. So the big things to come out of the wildcard round is that the Twins won their first playoff game since 2004.
Yeah, go Twins.
20 years. 21
That
years.
fan base is actually, I do know a little bit about that fan base. I've actually been to a Twins game, and it's actually fun.
Yeah.
And those cities are so fun. Twin cities.
Oh my God. That's why they're the Twins.
You just put that together.
I did.
But yeah,
So
no,
the
the Twins. So go Twins. In the wild card round is the best of 3. So they won the first 2 to advance to the divisional round.
Which is happening as we speak. They're playing the Houston Astros, so Astros are up 2-1. Divisional round is best of 5.
Okay.
So they've got more games to play this time.
And then the Texas Rangers advanced to the ALCS, which American League Championship Series. And they swept the number 1 seeded Orioles, which was Baltimore's first time being swept this season. And then there is a new MLB playoff format, and it has some haters. Chloe, tell us about the format.
It actually was changed.
How do
last
you
year,
feel?
I think. I don't care.
Tell us about
So
it, Chloe.
basically, the first round of like the wild card round, the top seeded teams have a bye, so it's like 6-day break.
Which,
from playing.
that's what they do in football.
But the baseball plays like every day. They typically don't have that long of a break. So there are people that are fans of this rule change because they have that break. But then there are people that are not because it ruins their routine and like doesn't give them the opportunity to like stay in that routine.
Mm-hmm.
I can see both sides. Because the people that are for it are like, well, if you're the best team in baseball, a 6-day break shouldn't matter.
Fair.
But then the people that are against it, it's like their batters are rusty and they have these 6 days where they have to stay in shape and like do baseball-esque things. And it like hinders their ability to win that game.
Okay.
Like in that round. For example, the 3 of the 4 top-ranked teams of this playoff season lost in the first series. So people are like blaming it on that
Right,
break,
and they're
then,
like, well, this is the proof. Look.
yeah, and then other people were like, stop bitching. If you were good, then it shouldn't matter.
Right. Okay.
So,
Fair.
Yeah.
I could see that point.
and that's about all I have on that.
That's that on that.
That's that on that. Thanks for Chloe's corner, Chloe's baseball corner.
Cute. 2 weeks in a row.
Wow.
All right, so that was the MLB wildcard round. Okay, you absolutely fucking slayed me this past week in the NFL predictions.
Not
Which-
slay.
Vick is not
Ooh.
slay. Raegan slay.
Not slay.
You.
Me. Not slay.
Vick.
0 slay. Actually, 1 slay. 1 out of 5 slay. Not-
By default. Because it was the cheat. We'll get there.
Anyway, 1 out of 5 slay.
All right. Starting from the top. Bills versus Jags. The other London game. Jags won 25-20, which what a weird score for a football game.
Very weird score for a football game.
I did win that one. You know who didn't win? Stephon Diggs.
That tablet, that is actually the real loser of this game.
Truly.
Yeah. He threw a tablet in frustration and, well,
Josh Allen tried to sell
Allen-
us all a dream that everything's fine.
it's like that
Narrator.
It's the TikTok of the girl like really drunk falling. She's fine. She's fine. Falling into the bush.
Yeah, they're not fine.
They're not fine.
So, whatever.
Raegan won in her prediction. that the Jags would win, and they did.
Mm-hmm.
Which, crazy. Whatever.
The Jags are good.
They are good. You're right. Obviously. You're right. The Dolphins versus the Giants. Dolphins won 31-16. Tyreek, any thoughts, Riggs?
He's fast as fuck. We all know that. He had a big run, but he got tackled. So, like, they caught him. And so he was like, I'm washed.
Yeah.
He, like, quoted the video of that. So, like, he's not washed. He's still fast as fuck. He's the fastest dude in the league, but...
And Raegan is not washed. She also won that round. The Bengals versus the Cardinals. The Bengals won 34-20.
I mean, I'm kind of surprised that they won. They
Yeah.
squeaked that out with... Jamar Chase, their star wide receiver, also threw a fit last week and was like, I'm always fucking open. And we talked about that. But he's been posting pictures of 7-Eleven because he's always open.
I knew you would think that was funny.
No, I think it's so fucking stupid.
Like, bro, shut up.
And, like, people eat it up because he's in the NFL. But if a regular dude did that, like, shut up.
Regular dudes do post shit like that.
And people tell them to shut up.
And it's so cringe. Like, shut up. You're 7-Eleven mean because you're always open. Bengals won 34-20. Raegan won that bet. And I honestly did choose the Cardinals.
Yeah,
I think.
you did.
Broncos versus Jets. The Jets won 31-21.
The Jets, which, like, I have a love-hate relationship with him. I think he's annoying sometimes when we play them, but other times I like him.
Yeah.
And whenever he hugs Sean Payton, which is the Broncos head coach who has talked the most shit
Yeah.
in
Which
the
is
offseason,
so wild.
he shook his hand and told him to stay humble. I think that's beautiful.
No, I think I say, yeah.
Stunning.
It's...
Slay.
That is slay. Definition of
Very
slay.
slay.
I love that. And it's this like polite shit talking, which is my favorite fucking shit talking.
So condescending.
So condescending.
Hey,
so
stay humble.
So little syllables.
Yeah.
I love a small syllable shit talk. I love it. Like the smaller the syllables, the more weight it packs when it's fucking mean. I love it.
Oh, beautiful.
It's like stupid bitch.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Oh, it's such a good one. You stupid bitch. So Sean Payton, stay humble. Chiefs versus Vikings. Chiefs won 27-20. Way too close.
Well,
What do you mean?
figured it would be a close game. Here's the thing. The Vikings record don't show that they're good, but, like, they are good.
They are good. They're a good team. Yeah,
So,
I agree.
a one-score game I can handle.
It was like a boring game to watch, if I'm being completely honest.
Once we got in our rhythm, but at first I was like, hey,
Guys,
what are we doing?
that's what I meant by saying it was too close. But,
Oh.
yeah, other than the Travis injury, like, that obviously got all of our blood pressures pumping. But,
I thought it was his Achilles.
I did too.
Crazy.
Did we already talk about this?
We texted about it.
Oh, okay. I did think it was Achilles too. And the way he reached for it, I was like, yeah, that's his fucking Achilles.
Well, because it happened on his own.
Yeah. Just another one, and we'll go into this, but just another kind of tick on the whole turf argument.
Yep.
But yeah, the Chiefs won that one. And so did I, because I got that bet. The Cowboys versus the 49ers. America's team did not America.
Which the score, 42-10. This was supposed to be the game of the year.
Yeah. And George Kittle wore a shirt that said "Fuck Dallas."
He's
Same
being
premise.
fined
For that?
Yeah.
He should be.
Well,
I mean, you know I love it, and I love him, but you should be fine for
he was
that.
like, I don't even know how that got in there.
Yeah. He was like, I just reached up and grabbed my... What?
Yeah.
No, I love him. I love... Like, we say this all the time. If we weren't Chiefs fans, we'd probably be 49ers fans. Like, I love
Easily.
them.
Yeah.
I love their, like, camaraderie, the team, like, the support. I love the girlfriends. I love the wives. Like, they're just all so fucking cool.
Somebody's girlfriend, I need to figure it out, she, like, repurposes clothes. And you know those, like, vintage, like, team blankets that are, like...
Yeah.
Have the fringe at the bottom. She...
Made him into pants?
one leg was jeans and one leg was that.
That's so cool.
And then put the fringe down both sides. It was incredible. I need to show you a picture of it.
Okay.
But
did you
props
see
to her.
Olivia Culpo's shirt
No.
with Christian McCaffrey all over it?
Cute.
I want one. Not of Christian McCaffrey, but
Of me.
Of Raegan.
I think it's a great idea.
That'd actually be really fucking funny. And you had me, and it said name 3 players.
Oh, man. All right, so 49ers fucking ripped the Cowboys to shreds. And it's not their year, I don't think. They said that it was, but I don't think it is.
They say it's their year every year. I spent the past couple of days with one of my friends who's a Cowboys fan, and he's like, every year. We're like, it's our year, and every year it's not.
No.
Okay, also, they are the most viewed team in football. The
Yeah.
Cowboys. And it's not wavering.
Yeah. No.
Like, it's by a landslide. Number 1 game last year was the Giants, Cowboys, 42 million.
Mm-hmm.
You know what the highest Chiefs game was?
Like 24.
Did you already look this up?
No.
You should start a sports podcast. That's kind of fucking creepy.
Was it 24?
25
Damn.
million. Do you know what the game was?
This year?
No, it was last year.
The Super Bowl.
No, this isn't including the fucking Super Bowl.
Oh. No.
It's the Bills game.
I knew it. I was going to say that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
But that's crazy. All right. That wraps up our week 5 predictions. Now we're moving into week 6. Notable matchups. Broncos, Chiefs. Who you got?
Yeah, well, so we play them on Thursday Night Football, so by the time you're listening, it will already have happened, and I would hope to fucking God that the Chiefs win.
Yeah, Jesus.
Mahomes is 11-0 against the Broncos, and the Broncos haven't beat the Chiefs since 2015, so.
And the Broncos are the Broncos.
If you're listening to this and we lost,
Burn this podcast.
there's
And
not an
us.
episode next week.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true, but shouldn't be.
No.
We should all be having a moment of silence for our idiocracy.
Chloe and Norris get the mic next week if we lose. All right, Broncos, Chiefs. We're both pulling for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Cowboys at Chargers.
So this is a notable matchup because the Chargers star running back Austin Eckler is back and will be playing. So it should make for a good game.
Yeah.
They're both like mid teams.
It's a mid-off.
Mm-hmm. Battle of the mids.
I'm going to pull for the Chargers.
Okay, I was going to say Cowboys, so we have ourselves
Check
a
on
bet.
it. 49ers at the Browns.
Which, again, a notable matchup because the 49ers are still one of the 2 only undefeated teams in the league. So we got to keep our eyes on them. Right now, Niners are completely healthy. They're just monsters, like stomping all over the NFC.
Right.
All over the league, really.
And the Browns have some injuries. Myles Garrett and Watson. Who are you taking? 49ers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm taking 49ers as well.
Okay. Vikings at Bears. Can the Vikings finally pull off their second win against the worst team in the league?
I would say so. I would hope so.
I think they'll. Kirk Cousins, get your Kohl's cash ready because you're going to need to celebrate.
Oh my god. Okay, Vikings.
In the morning, I'm going shopping.
At Coles. It's the Bears-Vikings game, the break. Like, we have Taylor Swift commercials. They have Coles commercials. That gives the same energy.
I think it does.
Yeah, you do. All right. So Vikings, Bears. I think we're both going to vote for the We're both going to pull for the Vikings on that one.
Yeah.
Saints at Texans.
I think this is interesting because, like, Derek Carr isn't a terrible quarterback. He's a mid quarterback.
So is
too.
Stroud, though.
Stroud's having a great season.
But I wouldn't say... I think it's going to be a good matchup.
Stroud is the best rookie. He just, like, broke the rookie record last weekend. Like, he is very, very good.
Who did they play last weekend?
Well, the Falcons. Oh, they lost to the Falcons. But the Falcons started using Kyle Pitts. They heard our joke. They're using him.
Okay, I mean, I know that he's been performing, but I think you're overhyping him.
Holds the records for most passing yards by a rookie quarterback without an interception. Has yet to throw an interception. And all that to say is Derek Carr is old, he's a vet, and he's kind of mid. CJ Stroud, young and spry. He's like my Uber driver the other weekend, and I'm Derek Carr, and she beat me in life that day, and I think CJ Stroud will beat Derek Carr in life this day.
Okay.
Do we have ourselves a bet?
I think so. Check on it.
You take Saints, I take Texans?
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like that was a dumb bet to make, but whatever. Here I am. Eagles at Jets. The Eagles are undefeated, but Zach Wilson is showing up.
Yeah.
You disagree? You are such a Zach Wilson hater. Like, really? It's like you try to cover it up, but you hate him.
I don't hate him.
You do. I'm watching your face right now. You hate him.
I really don't hate him.
You're smiling and laughing.
Because of the way you're looking at me, I feel like I'm being interrogated.
But it's because you hate
Where
him.
were you on the night that Zach Wilson made his debut?
But seriously, tell us your thoughts, because I know
don't buy it.
every time I'm like, ooh, Zach Wilson, you're like, yeah.
Because, I mean, him having the game of his life against Patrick Mahomes was a fluke deal. Like, he's not good. And that's okay. He looked good that night.
You don't think he's looked good since?
Not really. I just am not excited by him. Like, I'm like, okay, cool.
All right.
Zach Wilson.
Okay. I mean,
He fucks moms.
he does,
So.
but it's working. Keep fucking those moms, Zach. I'm taking the Eagles.
Yeah.
But I'm still saying, Zach Wilson's showing up. Put some respect on Zach Wilson's name, Raegan.
I would never predict ever in a world that you would say that, but I respect it.
I told you I ate my words on the last one because I was like, Zach Wilson, get a new job. And then I was like, wait, you're good. Stay.
Okay.
I also ate my words on just the Jets as a whole, Aaron Rodgers included.
Yeah.
So, anyway. All right, so that was our Week 6 notable matchups.
Mm-hmm.
We're betting a little differently. If you noticed, we don't have to be pitted against each other because sometimes we do agree.
Mm-hmm.
And that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, before we go into why you're here, the top 3 sports news stories of the week, we have a sponsor.
Mm-hmm.
And it is...
The Good Patch.
It's the Good Patch. The Good Patch are wearable patches designed to make each day just a little bit easier. Whether you need to look alive, find your zen, or clock in some beauty sleep, they've got you covered. Simply peel, stick, and wear for up to 8 to 12 hours. We suggest the Rescue for the hangovers, Relief for the sore muscles, Cycle for that time of the month, and B12 for a little extra energy. Use code NAME3PLAYERS, and that's all spelled out, at checkout for 15% off your order. Our girl Chloe just got some. Chloe, give us your thoughts.
Haven't used them yet.
All right.
We'll
Killer.
check back next week.
Keep that in the episode for sure.
She did just get them today.
She pulls up her shirt. She has like 6 on. If you're new here, like we said, top 3 sports news stories of the week. Why are they the top stories? Well,
We thought so.
we decide so. We read all of the sports news that comes in, watch it all, do all of the shit so you don't have to, and then we report what we think you need to know.
Mm-hmm.
All right, going in.
Yeah, so our NFL content bucket, but the other 2 are stories. So we're just going to start off with what's happening around the NFL.
Okay.
So the first thing, we talked about this last week, the tush push or the brotherly shove.
Can I tell you how much I hate both of those names?
Yeah.
If you're calling for a rebrand, that's a poor second option.
Yeah. So anyway, this obviously has had the attention of the league all season so far. The Eagles are notably the best team to accomplish it. Everyone else doesn't really succeed in it. But Adam Schefter reported that the NFL and the NFL Players Association plan to study all the injury data and everything related to it during the off season. It's going to be a topic of discussion, but nothing's changing, obviously, in 2023. So the Eagles can just keep steamrolling, pushing those tushes, getting their first downs or touchdowns.
Right.
But we'll see what happens with it next season.
Well, that's that on that.
Next piece of news is the Dolphins placed their new standout running back, Devon Achane, on injured reserve for a knee injury. So he's going to miss 4 games, which they still have so much speed on their team, but this is a big hit. He's literally blown up this season. He's been doing so well.
Mm-hmm.
So the Chiefs won't see him in Germany, which sucks, but honestly might be kind of good.
The mumble.
I have no idea what you just said.
She doesn't either.
So that sucks for him. And then the Patriots are just shit.
Yeah. The Pats are shit.
Bill Belichick has come off of the last 2 games have been his worst losses of his career.
Mm-hmm.
And Mac Jones, their quarterback, has been benched at the end of the game 2 weeks in a row, but they're still sticking with him. They're not going to use their backup quarterback.
Yeah. whatever's going on in Bill Belichick's mind, I would love to know.
The Patriots have been outscored 72-3 in their last 2 losses against the Saints and the Cowboys.
Damn.
So Mac Jones hasn't thrown a single touchdown, but he's thrown multiple picks. So he's been benched. But they're still going to keep starting him.
That's called blind faith.
And then we talked about this. Cooper Kupp, the wide receiver for the Rams, make his return. First game of the season last week, and he led the team in receiving yards.
Yeah, good
Carries,
job, Cooper
all
Kupp.
that stuff. And then finally, the turf controversy. As Vick mentioned earlier, players want change, but the NFL says it's not that easy. I don't get it because they're revamping all these football stadiums that do have turf for the World Cup to have
the
grass.
MLS, yeah.
So it's just like, okay.
I think the thing with this that creates the controversy is that they made it all turf because they said that was safer. And so now they're like, okay, JK, now, real grass is safer. So I think the data can be interpreted to show either thing. Mm-hmm. And so it just gets skewed. Whereas soccer players have always been like, the way the ball travels, we want it on grass. Mm-hmm. So I was reading an article that was saying about, it was like an ESPN article, and it was about the Tennessee Titans had the grass stadium, right? And it was like tore up to shit, and it was like awful, and they made it Matrix Helix, like the newest turf.
Yeah. And
like after they converted it, from an injury prevention perspective, it's been like night and day difference for the better. So like the data, once again, like the data can be interpreted different ways. So that's what the NFLPA is kind of like taking into consideration. Like you can really manipulate this data however you want it to. The Buffalo Bills linebacker Matt Milano and then Aaron Rodgers, those were like the big ones. I mean, there were a lot, but and then obviously Travis Kelce on the Chiefs. So these are big things that are happening. I think once again though, data can be construed to really communicate anything, and it's like, why now?
I mean, my perspective of it is like, this is such a high volume for injury this season. Like, if you look at Adam Schefter, I think like every Monday will tweet like these people have been injured or out, and it's like the list is just ever growing. The NFLPA did say that like the player opinion is consistent, but there's only 2 bodies disagreeing, and it's the people who manufacture the turf in the NFL, and like owners and shit. So it's like,
well, money is a huge role. Yeah, a natural grass field can cost a cold weather team $2 million to $3 million per year to maintain, including a $400,000 each time it's replaced.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Wow.
insane. It's a lot of upkeep, but then like, at what cost? At one point, like seeing all these injuries happen, like why not just be like, okay,
yeah,
we hear you, because they're the ones out there playing and getting hurt.
It's just a money game.
Anyway, so that's the NFL.
We got the tush push, we got the turf controversy, and the Pats suck.
I think that sums it up pretty nicely, actually.
Yeah. We had opening night for hockey.
Yeah.
Big hockey gals.
We are.
The NHL begins their season. Lottery pick Connor Bedard makes his NHL debut with the Chicago Blackhawks on Tuesday. He is a baby.
A child.
A child. He's 18.
That's crazy. We're calling back to the segment we had, or the comment when the seat, like,
Yeah.
the last season.
We started our podcast in the NHL playoffs, and now
we're
look at us.
starting. I know.
A new season has started.
23 episodes.
Wow.
So yeah, he's a baby. And
But he's great.
Yeah, the baby can play. Recorded 1 assist and 5 shots in their win over the Penguins. He got his first NHL point in his first start.
I learned that a point and a goal. So like he's graded. He got a point for his assist to the goal.
Yes.
He didn't get a goal.
Correct.
I had to call my dad on that one.
Okay. Phoned a friend. Mm-hmm. We got it.
But
he got a point for his assist on goal.
Yeah. He was so nervous because, okay, so he's making his NHL debut. Debut. He's making his NHL debut. Against the Penguins. And his, like, idol, Sidney Crosby, plays for the Penguins. So, like, he's making his debut. He's playing against his idol. He's so nervous.
Oh, this is the forgot the stick in the locker room.
Which they call it the dressing room.
That feels so Canadian. Like
The dressing room? Oh, I think of a dance competition.
Of course you do.
He left his stick in the dressing room and had to run back and get it.
That's such an 18-year-old thing to do. Get your stick in the dressing room.
Child.
The Vegas Knights raised their banner because they won the Stanley Cup.
They had quite the ceremony.
Yes, pulled a sword from a stone.
Well, like, I mean, I get it. You're the Golden Knights, but like,
No, it was very extravagant.
my dad was like, so fucking cool.
I watched it while I was at dinner. I was like, this is crazy.
Good for them. And they won.
Yeah, they started out strong again, won 4-1 against the Seattle Kraken.
Kraken.
Okay, so that's the NHL happenings. All your hard-hitting hockey news you can find right here at Name 3 Players, the biggest hockey girls in town. Without an NHL team.
Okay, I can't wait to talk to you about our third and final
Holy
story.
shit, dude.
Dillon Brooks, which if you've been an avid listener of Name 3 Players since we started, this man sucks.
Sucks so bad.
Like, he cannot shut
I
the
didn't
fuck
think
up.
I could hate him more than I did last NBA season. Well, joke's on me. I do. So, very quick recap. Played for the Grizzlies, did numerous just obnoxious, shit-talky, can't back it up shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Memphis said bye. Adam Silver also was like, bye.
Shut up.
But I guess you can stay because the Rockets got him.
Yeah.
And the Houston Rockets knew what they were signing up for
Yeah.
when they got him because obviously all of sports media was covering Dillon Brooks and his drama.
Yeah.
But the Rockets were like, you know what? Bring your drama here. We haven't been talked about in a long time, and you can come over here and do some crazy shit, and they'll talk about us. And that's exactly what he did.
Yeah.
In the first 4 minutes?
Less than 5 minutes into the first preseason game, he was ejected.
What is with the dick touching?
Okay, so like I said, if you are new here, he touched LeBron James' dick at the end of last season.
And now he's back at it.
Back at it. I'm like, are we making this a habit? What's going on? He was ejected for hitting another man in the groin. He said that his ejection was just based on his reputation. He was like, I might have tapped him below the waist, but he got right back up, so I'm getting picked on.
I love the voice you're doing for Dillon Brooks.
That's what he said. He also gave himself a new self-proclaimed nickname.
Oh, the villain.
Dillon the Villain. Shut up.
It's giving just like, and you know, he can just reads toxic masculinity.
He said that the ref called the foul because he doesn't know Brooks as a person, just based off of what's been said.
That's also really weird.
That's like your toxic. I didn't cheat on her. Like, you just think that of me. Like, I didn't touch his dick. You just think, no, because.
Oh, I thought you were saying the ref said that.
No.
Okay.
Brooks said that the ref.
I was like, the ref said he called it because he thought he knew us as a person?
No.
I'm like, huh?
That's crazy.
Dylan Brooks said that the ref called a foul. Because he didn't
Mulligan, take it back. What I said doesn't make sense. I was like, the ref admitted that he didn't know. He just was like, that guy sucks.
No.
Me as a ref. I'm like, you suck.
Yeah. So that's that. I mean, I wish I could be like, I'm interested to see what happens, but
right.
I can't. So all of that is because preseason kicked off on Tuesday. It lasts through the end of the month. Regular season tips off on October 24th with the Lakers versus Nuggets.
Nuggies.
The Nuggets.
Lakeys
the
and
Nuggets.
The Lakeys and the Nuggies.
And then the WNBA finals are also happening. The Las Vegas Aces and New York Liberty are playing in the finals. Game 2 is happening as we speak. Aces currently lead the series 1-0, but we'll see what happens. I think the Aces will take it though.
104-76.
Ooh, baby!
Oh, shit.
Now the Aces are leading 2-0.
The Aces are acing.
So lots is happening around the basketball world, but Dillon Brooks ultimately just needs to shut the fuck up and keep his hands to himself.
Agreed.
Dillon Brooks, keep your hands to yourself.
Dillon Brooks, shh.
You know, like your mom or dad used to give you when you were a child? It was like one look, their lips were tightened and curled, and they're like, shh.
I'm telling you, the shorter the syllables, the
Yeah.
stronger the insult.
Full circle.
Dillon Brooks, shh.
All right. Well, those are our 3 stories. Anything else to add?
No.
Okay. Cool.
Okay, so before we go into our fun favorite segments, we are sponsored by our fave, Waterboy. Our walkout fits of the week are brought to you by Waterboy. Replenish after a long weekend with a stick of Waterboy. Formulated with electrolytes and vitamins, this hydrating drink mix helps reduce nausea and fatigue and helps you chill out after a weekend out. Each stick of Waterboy is vegan, has 0 sugar, and includes 3 times electrolytes and vitamins than its competitors. The original Weekend Recovery is available in strawberry lemonade and blue raspberry flavors, with the newest Athletic Recovery in lemon lime. So whether it's from working out or going out, which we love to do both, reach for Waterboy. And our code is for the girls, all caps, for 15% off your order. You can use it on any of the products on the website, including the merch. That has changed. It is no longer named 3 players. It is now for the girls because it's for the girls.
We are for the girls. If nothing else, we're for the girls.
If nothing, it's for the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Our walkout fit of the week, mine is silly.
What is yours? You did a silly one?
I mean, it's actually really cool, but it's silly.
I was going to do a silly one, but then I was like, Raegan, you always do silly ones.
Raegan, you always do silly
Okay,
outfits.
what's yours?
Mine's Steve Harvey courtside.
I love it.
Did you see the fit?
Uh-uh.
It honestly looks like I have like something really similar. It looks like my Man Devois like white set.
Oh, yeah?
It's like a piping, ribbed, just button up trouser set, collar. He looks fucking stunning.
Is this what he was wearing whenever he gave Michael B. Jordan the
Yes.
hug of a lifetime?
The hug that really took Raegan and I a storm. So Steve Harvey's daughter, Lori Harvey, our queen, dated Michael B. Jordan. They're no longer dating. Michael B. Jordan was seen courtside hugging Steve Harvey, and the hug looked so pure and beautiful. And we're like, what do you think they're talking about? How much they miss each other? They're just the kings they are.
I know.
Also, if you're Steve Harvey and you look at Michael B. Jordan, you're like,
Hey, what the fuck were you thinking?
yeah, what? How do we know he fucked up?
No, I'm to Lori.
Oh.
I don't know that she fucked up either, but like
No, she looks very happy, and her boyfriend, they seem great.
the video of Michael B. Jordan, like right after they broke up, he was courtside at a game, and he like the whole crowd went wild when they showed him, just because we all were like, we're sorry.
He's out and about.
Good for him.
Literally,
he got
he's
up today.
Like the sexiest man alive. He'll be fine.
But she's also the hottest girl alive, so.
And yeah, they really are like hottest ever royalty. The world
So
just
anyway,
couldn't take it.
Steve Harvey, huh?
Steve Harvey's fit, yeah. Yeah, that was my fit of the week. I saw it immediately. I had one saved already. And I was like, no. Steve took it.
All right, well mine is, since you asked.
Raegan, what is your fit of the week?
You did that to me last time. So, okay, mine is Deebo Samuel from the 49ers. But he's wearing an all-black, double-breasted Chanel suit, Prada loafers, a Saint Laurent bag.
And the big lug loafers. I freaking love it.
I mean, he fucking big-ass chain.
You want to know what bag that is?
What?
The Sac de Joie.
Cool.
The Saint Laurent Sac de Joie.
What a mouthful. But yeah, he looks like my king, Shannon Sharp.
It does look like your king.
But, again, I love a good suit. What can I say? So anyway.
All right. Well, those were good ones. Really, I feel like they matched the energy.
Yeah.
Steve Harvey really met up with the Chanel suit. Straight up designer, head to toe on your end.
All right, well, take us into our breakdown segment, Vic.
Oh, yeah, I'm breaking it down today, girls. We are breaking down MLS playoffs because we're about to be there.
About to be there.
And we're kind of teaching Riggs a little bit about the MLS playoffs.
Yeah.
I'm going to be coaching you through.
Cute.
Yeah, you get it?
Big soccer girl over here. And I'm not being sarcastic. Like, I've really grown to love it.
I know you have. I watch you watch it.
It's so fun.
It's almost time for the 2023 MLS Cup playoffs. Basically, it introduces single elimination wildcard matches before an enhanced round one with best of 3 series. If you're curious on how you watch these, because I know you are.
I am, actually.
How do you watch them? Do you remember?
On Apple TV.
You do. MLS Pass on Apple TV. What this next date, October 21st, that is decision day.
That sounds so, like, dark.
I mean, it kind of is. It's like the elimination day for a lot of teams. Because it's the final match day of the regular season. So all the clubs play 34 games. And that began February 25th with MLS's back weekend. And overall, 8 teams then qualify. The top 9 from the Eastern Conference and the top 9 from the Western Conference. And seeds 1 through 7 in each conference automatically qualify for the round 1 best of 3 series. And then seeds 8 through 9 in each conference qualify for the wild card matches.
Okay.
There are 4 rounds, and then that ends with the MLS Cup, presented by Audi.
Cool. Chic.
And that's on December 9th. And
Whoa. So the playoffs, regular season ends on the 21st of October, and playoffs, well, I guess, okay, that makes sense. December 9th just seems so far away, but it's really not.
yeah, correct. And that's at a to be determined stadium, TBD. So the wild card matches are October 25th to 26th. Round 1 best of 3 matches, October 28th to November 12th. Conference semifinals and conference finals, November 25th to December 3rd. And then the MLS Cup is on December 9th.
Cool.
Cool.
I'm being so serious.
Yeah, I know. I can tell you're like lighting up. And then the league's championship match and postseason tournament are different than the Supporters Shield, which recognizes the year's best regular season team.
So you can win more ways than one.
Yes. And then the wild card is 2 single game elimination matches hosted by the higher seed. This is really technical. I feel like we shouldn't even.
Yeah, I feel like that where you
Okay.
stopped is
Cut it
good.
off.
Okay, cool. Do you have any questions?
I don't think so. I'm like very excited for it.
Who are you pulling for?
I mean, obviously I'm a hometown girly, Sporting KC.
Yeah, you want to see them get to the playoffs.
Yeah. So
I thi-
selection day will be a big day for them.
Not selection day. That's not what it's called. Decision day.
So decision day will be a really
Big day for them, October 21st, and it's a home game.
cute.
Do you have anybody else, like if they don't make it, do you have anyone that you're pulling for? No?
Nope.
Okay.
Putting all my eggs in the Sporting Kansas City
Basket. Cute.
Go boys.
Go boys, go.
What about you?
Same.
Do you have another team?
No.
Well, that was great, Vic. Actually, it made a lot of sense.
Top 4 for the Eastern Conference are Cincinnati, Orlando, Philadelphia, and Columbus. 2 Ohio teams.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. And
At
then
least Cincinnati's at the top of something this season.
hey.
Damn.
And then the Western Conference, St. Louis, LA, FC, Seattle, and Houston. LA has 2 teams, the Galaxy and the FC, so that's why it's LAFC.
Gotcha.
So St. Louis, LAFC, Seattle, and Houston.
Cool.
Yeah,
I learned a lot about soccer.
you did.
Thanks.
In the MLS playoff format.
Go Sporting.
And we broke it down for the girls. Go
We did.
Sporting. And if you don't have a team,
Go Sporting.
go Sporting. All right. Walkout song. We've been doing this for 23 episodes, and I fuck it up every single time.
It's our walk-up song of the week. Go!
So mine is Sugar and Cinnamon by Lainey. And it is not a very, like, hype song, but it's such a sweet song. And it makes me feel ooey gooey inside, which is
my.
very hard.
That's
for me.
fitting for Sugar and Cinnamon, though.
The guy who wrote it, he made a notes app list in his phone of, like, things and reasons to not, like, give up when you're feeling really shitty. And then he made it into a song.
That's
so
cool.
it's, like, all of these, like, really beautiful things that, like, make you hold on. It's really
Nice.
sweet.
Good pick.
So, yeah, I love it. It was good. Good song.
Mine is, I mean, a little late to the game, but mine is the acoustic version of Snooze by SZA featuring Justin Bieber.
I thought that Justin Bieber would have a verse that he wrote pen to paper. Like, not a SZA verse. Like, he wrote
Yeah,
it.
no, that would have slapped too.
Yeah. Because, like, when it says, like, featuring somebody and, like, the song has already existed, you're not imagining, like, the person just sings the song.
Yeah,
You know
but
what I
I didn't mind it.
No, I mean, his what? You know how I feel about him. And his voice.
Them in the music video, like, just fuck already.
Art. And the song is really good. I don't want to take away from that. I just, like, genuinely was, like, confused. I was like, wait, where's the Justin Bieber verse?
I
That's
feel
all.
that. Valid question.
But SZA is SZA and doesn't really need anything from anyone.
No, that she doesn't. Now that's a hard-hitting fact.
That is a top 3 story right there.
And I think that's a great place to wrap her on up.
I think so too. Well, this was episode 23. That's crazy. It's our Jordan episode.
I was thinking that.
But then I was like, is that lame?
It is, but I said it anyway. Thanks for tuning into this week's episode, our Jordan episode, episode 23 of Name 3 Players. We release new episodes every single Friday and cover the hard-hitting stories for the girls. You can listen to our episodes on Spotify, iHeart, Amazon, and YouTube. Stay up to date with all of the things at Name 3 Players on Instagram and TikTok, and find all of our sponsorships and codes and all of the cute, fun things we do.
Yeah.
You can listen to our walk-up song of the week playlist on Spotify at Name 3 Players and our special little curated playlist. We have one for the NFL season. So if you are tailgating this weekend for an NFL game, or this coming Thursday.
It'll already happen by then.
Yep. So if you're tailgating this weekend for a football game, put that shit on. College football. Put it on. It's a great playlist, if I do say so myself.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Riggs, anything? Any closing thoughts?
I don't think so.
Well, thanks for listening. And as always, drink your water, boy. Use your good patch.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to Name 3 Players. Like, subscribe, share, and have a weekend for the girls. Bye. Bye.